Well, hello viewers. It's Frank Cooper here from Sim International Airlines. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a different view this time, just at the start. So we're going to have a look at the entire cockpit. So we have a pedestal down the bottom here. It's all CP flight gear. So there's about 10 grand's worth of radios there. That's Australian dollars, including the fire handles, which are all CP flight, all operational. CFY version 3 gold throttle quadrant, which I'm very lucky has worked perfect out of the box nearly all the time. MIP and liners, as you can see, are all professional liners. They're all from FDS. The overhead is actually an overhead out of a real aircraft I bought from a guy in the States. Same with the rear one. It's no, it's not a real one, but it's a pretty good copy. Gauges in my rear overhead are all SimWorld gauges. Gauges in the MIP are all Flight Illusions. The yokes you see are out of a 737-500. What else? Glass in the windows. Start switches are from Anders start switches. Really nice guy to deal with. CDUs, twin CDUs are from FDS. The pedals are made from Gwyn Parrott in AeroSim Solutions. Beautiful job he did on those, including the little winders above them. CP Flight, MCP and twin ephyses. I'm in the process of changing them over. That's an EL version. I want to go to the Pro 2. I actually have the ephys on the left hand side. There is a Pro 2. I would like to go Pro 2 for this MCP and the other ephys. So I'm gradually doing that. Lights in the overhead here are real ones that have been revamped. Same as the lights on the side panels here are real ones. Intercom system is through Russ Cool in New Zealand. John is a beautiful bloke to deal with, really fantastic guy. He also did the IRS in the back here, so he sells both of those units. And the headsets are, thank you Gwyn Parrott, they're Shark, oh god I've forgotten, Shark Bite I think they are, or something like that. Very nice headsets. And I'll just give you a bit of a look on the outside. This is my wraparound screen. As you can see, I've still got that little bit of discoloration there, but my left and far left screen aren't too bad at all. Here's the heart of the beast. Triple thermal take, mid-size cases with a bay in the top, which is very handy for installing software, external software. And of course my sound system there, which is just not fully set up yet. Here's an unusual one. I have a power supply mounted on the outside of my shell, so that it can supply power to all my overhead. Saved me installing it inside the shell and having all those heat problems. Out here, no problems at all. And with the air conditioning over the side there, keeps the room nice and cool. And of course up the top we've got our triple projectors, GT 1080s. They are starting to fail me a bit, especially with this calibration. So I'm thinking very seriously about upgrading them to Derbies or something along that line. So we'll see what happens later in the year. If I win the lottery or something, I'll definitely go over to something else. So that's about it, people. We are lined up here at Stansted and we're about to do our next flight, which is leg 12 of the UK tour. And we'll be flying from Stansted to Wales, Cardiff in Wales. So that's going to be our next flight. So we're going to get underway very shortly. So I'll shut this down now, and then we'll come back in the startup phase. Hello everybody, we're back, and now we're going to get things going. I'll just bring up my my PDF for leg 12, which is Stansted to Cardiff. Okay, so power. Some pumps happening. APU on. Battery, APU gen, galley is on, elect buzz transfers on, emergency lights are on, fasten seatbelt signs are on, window heat is on, engine driven pumps are on, elect pumps are off, position light is on, and our bleed for the APU is on. So now we'll just wait for our APU to come online and select the generator. So in the meantime, let's just check our weights. Release fuel, we want full tanks in the wings and nothing in the centre. This is a fairly short flight from Stansted to Cardiff. Okay, so we're ready to push. And here we go. Starting engine 1. There's our 25. Add the fuel. Looks like we were right on the end. There's our cutout on engine 1, so we go to engine 2 now. There's 25%, adding in fuel. Deflection of our elevator and ailerons and speed brakes. So that's our flight controls checked, and there's a good start on engine 2. Okay, so let's do a before taxi checklist. Electrical, so our generators are on, probe heat is on, pumps are on. Anti-ice is not required. Start switches are over to continuous. For takeoff, flight controls we've already just checked, and our start levers are in the idle position. We are ready to taxi. today is that this morning Orbit's released EU Netherlands, and it is True Earth. So this little rubber ducky is actually downloading it as we speak. So at the end of our UK tour, we are going to tack on a Netherlands tour. It'll only be a small few add-ons. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look at the map and see where we're going. But be very interested to see what the True Earth looks like in the sim. So that will be our very next. We still have quite a few legs to go in the UK tour. After we get to Wales, Cardiff, we'll be turning around and coming back to Birmingham. So that will be our next flight. 13 will be Cardiff to Birmingham. Just beat this guy. Lights on. That's what we want. 2-2. I'm having to video this with the with my phone because the GoPro has come up short again. I think I'm going to have to send it back to GoPro or get something done about it because it keeps shutting down on me all the time. Anyway, we're out of 9,000 heading for 24,000. We had a wild old start. Climb was really erratic. We're all over the place. Actually, I was all over the place. My flying was less than extraordinary, that's for sure. So anyway, we are on our way up. When I get up to top of climb, I might come back then and we'll do another little bit of video then. But at the moment everything is fine. Everything's working wonderfully. And a little bit of cloud cover out there, but we can still see the ground okay. Same over here. I just noticed we do have an off-schedule descent light on. I'm not really sure why. We are actually still on our way to, should be 24,000. We've got 26 in there. Just noticed that, so we better correct that mistake. And I've got a little bit of setting up to do, so I'll come back a little bit later. Okay, so I've got the camera, I've got my phone hooked up as the camera here. We're coming up on our next waypoint, and then we're going to be starting to drop. So, oh, there's a big jump. It's quite a nice view out there, overlooking the whole of England. Okay, so we're going to go through a we'll just do a quick climb checklist, which was pressurisation, that looks a bit strange actually. Start switches are over to flight now. APU is off and our flaps are up and no lights. So the next one we'll be doing is a descent checklist, which is not that far off. We need to get us to height pretty quickly because we've got our top of descent coming up in about 10 miles. And that's 24,000, so we're at our top of climb at the moment. And now our descent is 17.6. So that was a quick climb and descent. Till the girls were on our way down. Wow, that's quite a spectacular sight. Looks very nice. Can't wait to see Netherlands, EU, that's going to be awesome. And our next one, Bry, is 9,200. Okay, we've got some funky stuff going on with our legs here, so I'll just okay, that's good now. We're virtually straight ahead, Birmingham straight ahead. Sorry, we're not going to Birmingham. We're headed to oh, suddenly we're back in the clouds again. This must be a 14.7. I'm going to just check our QNH. $10.10. There we go, 10.10. And I'm going to go over to non-standard, and I'm going to check, I'm going to punch it down to 1600, which is roughly where we're supposed to be at CF, and I'll adjust accordingly. There's our 10,000 warning. Very disappointed in this GoPro. It's a brand new GoPro 6, and just recently it's been nothing but trouble. It keeps shutting down all the time, so I'll definitely be talking to GoPro about it. It's only ever done work in here. It's never been mishandled, so been sitting on a tripod for most of its life. This is a lovely time to fly, it's dusk. So anyway, let's get on with the job. Let's do our approach. 110.7. And 110.7. Our course is 299. Our VRAF is 40 at 135. It's a 7,000 foot runway, so we're going to take 3 degrees of auto brake. Flat speed brakes are owned. There's our airport dead ahead of us. You seem awful high. To me like we're going to overshoot. Oh, don't tell me we're turning around and coming back. Oh we are too. Going past the airport, turning around and coming back. Just flown clean over the airport, I think. Maybe that was not our airport. Still saying we've got 16 miles ahead. No, I don't think that was our airport actually. Gear down. Take a degree of flaps. Well, we've got some pea soup here at the moment. The lights are on. Do a quick landing checklist. Speed brake is set, landing gear's down, lights are all set up. Sorry, 3 greens, and flaps are 40 degrees, and our VREF is 138 at 40, which is spot on. Even though we're blind and can't see where we're going, we are below the glide slope. But our radio is telling us that we've got exactly what we've got on the clock. We're over the water. .3 miles. think that's our airport over there. We'll see if we can get a auto land going today. Pretty sure when I did this flight on my sim in the room, we got an auto land to happen, so hopefully we'll have good strong signal. Might just start the APU while we're here. APU's coming online. We don't have any wind out there at the moment, which is probably why the clouds are not moving. Yeah, there's our airport down there. Now we're turning on the finals. Right, we'll go over to approach mode. Once we get on the glide slope, I'll see if we can get a auto land happening. She's very foggy out there. Righto, we're on the glide slope. You can see that. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get an auto land. What a shame. Oh dear, what have I done now? Yeah, I've blown it. Looks like we're going to have to hand fly this one in now.
Glide slow.
Well below the glide slope.
Glide slow.
No, it doesn't hurt to hand fly every now and again. Two whites, two reds, perfect.
300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
100.
Bit high.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, that was not the best landing. Reverses up. Speed brakes up. And down to manual braking. I have a feeling we're supposed to go off to the left here. was not paying attention, unfortunately. No, I think we've got the I think we've got the wrong side. Yes, there's the terminal over there. This is all for light aircraft over here, GA. So we'll have to go back and cross over that runway again. Coming up and telling me that my nav data is out of date, so I'll have to get on to Navigraph and download the new one.
Approaching 30.
Nothing coming. TCAS is off now. So we'll take this one next to TUI Fly. Maybe two up. There we go. And unfortunately I can't put the brakes on. Engine shut down, pumps are off, presets off, packs. Hydraulic pumps off, pitot heat off, and window heats are off, emergency lights are off, buzz transfer is off, galleys off, Alex are off, ORSs are off, and let's shut down the APU and turn off the battery. And that's it, people. So we are here. Our next flight will be from here to, okay, I'll have to work that one out. But anyway, nice to travel with everybody, and we'll be back on their next flight. Thanks for that. Bye.